Hey guys, welcome back to the Shangri-La Schoolhouse. I'm Brooke, and today I thought we would do a little spin on that how it started versus how it's going challenge thing, except mine is preschool, how it started versus how it's going. Want to find out? So, if you watched my why we started homeschooling video, you already know that we started when my girl was 3 because I felt like I was gonna need a practice. If I failed at 3-year-old kindergarten, then she could go to regular preschool, regular kindergarten, all that. And we didn't fail. We loved it. And we're still going. We will actually be starting kindergarten in July because we're going to year round. We're going to be doing all the planning stuff here. So make sure you hang out, come back, check it out. But when I started planning for 3-year-old, she had just turned 3, and like maybe a month or 2 into being 3, we started, and I was doing all the research, all of it. I was looking up all the different methods, all the different curriculums, all the different things. And me being me, I was like, hey, that looks cool, let's try that, let's try that, let's try that. Well, we ended up doing way too much. Not for her, she loved it. She just rolled with all the activities I gave her like it was no big deal. For me, looking back, it was way too much for a 3-year-old and somebody who had never done any planning before. So, I'm gonna show you all the things that we did and didn't do, the things we tried and failed at. Maybe not failed, just didn't complete, gave up. We just didn't finish it out because it was way too much, guys, way too much. So I found, what did I do with it? This beautiful little scratch note of breakfast to lunch, Monday through Friday, what I thought we need to be doing. So we had calendar time, which was the calendar of the Bible. We had all these songs, all these flashcards, letters, numbers, days of the week, months of the year, seasons. We had our colors, our shapes. That was just in our morning time. Then after that, we did like workbook pages. Guys, when I tell you we got workbooks, we got Dollar Tree workbooks, we got this big bad boy, I think from Sam's Costco maybe, and we barely did it. This is the reason I bought a paper cutter, because I didn't want to cut out all these by hand, and then I never cut them out. This workbook, which was really neat, it has like the different, I tore all the things out because I thought the workbook was going to be overwhelming for the 3-year-old. Who would have thought? But it had these blank things, and guys, when I tell you I had no idea what I was doing when I started, I was like, oh, I think they forgot to add some things to this workbook. Weird, right? No, Brooke, no. It was stickers that went in after you completed the activity or to complete the activity. I didn't know these things. This was my first 3-year-old. My first go round with 3-year-old workbooks. We bought this workbook. Never even opened it or looked at it. I guess I thought we were gonna do all the workbooks all day long. I don't have a clue, guys. These are workbook pages that I tore out of little Dollar Tree workbooks, or I don't know why. I don't know. No idea why I tore out so many stinking workbook pages. Why did we buy these? I'm kind of glad we have them now, because now going into kindergarten, I'll probably rip some of these out and just use them as like a morning warm-up. I think that might be pretty neat. Some extra handwriting practice if she needs it. So I think these workbooks will be good warm-up type activities for kindergarten. Even though, she's gonna know it's gonna be super easy, but at least it'll be better than just jumping right into schoolwork. So then after we had our workbook desk time, I put group reading. Who? Me and her? Like, I don't know. And the baby? Yeah, sure, group reading. With journaling, I put, and coordinating sheets. Like, what was I thinking? I'm not, guys, it's funny now, but I put way too much thought into this. Library or seasonal books, and then the list, you can actually find it online, it's really good. 100 books every child should hear before kindergarten. I don't know where the list is. I don't know how far we made it. Who knows? We moved halfway through her 3-year-old preschool year. We moved. Things got lost, things got trashed, all of it. But wait, guys, there's more. So on our flex time, I have it. Some days we had a music class, which was really fun. Some days she had gymnastics, so that I considered her PE. And then we would do nature, which just consisted of us running around our backyard because we lived next to some sheep and goats, so that was fun. And then we had poetry, an educational movie, baking or cooking, art or painting, field trips, crafts. Guys, I thought we were going to do it all. We were going to be the coolest, best 3-year-old kindergarten or preschool you'd ever seen. No, we weren't. We had a baby, and I mean like an infant. We moved halfway through the school year, and we just did not stick to this list. Oh wait, guys, I found more. We have a used bookstore, which is amazing, but I was like, we could learn new words. Of course we could. Why not use a 3rd grade dictionary? Why not? We'll just learn new words. I had a little science. This is actually fun, and I probably will pull these back out for kindergarten, so I'm glad I had them. This is a BJU press that I found at our used bookstore, and it goes through really good science topics, so probably am going to pop this one into our kindergarten bin, which you can see I'm starting to get it ready. I'm so excited. Bible. Okay, hold on. We went to the homeschool curriculum fair, and I got these, which are from Rod and Staff, and I love them. But guys, again, she was 3. I mean, I don't know. Sure, she just colored these bad boys right on up. But again, I think, okay, so Rod and Staff, if they have a website, or if I can figure out how to get a new one, I might just get a new one of these, and we might circle back through this when we finish our Bible curriculum for this year, 4K, because we're nearly done, and I don't really want to start something brand new if we're going to just be done with school in May. So I'm trying to get a new coloring book. So it's the coloring book, and then you can see it's got the Bible story that goes along with their color sheet, and then a couple of questions. I mean, again, she was 3. It was a little like I was reading to her and she would listen, but then I would ask her the question and she'd be like, I don't know. So we dropped that because it was just like driving me nuts that we were wasting a coloring book. Again, who cares now? So I found this at the used bookstore. She loved this one. I don't even know if I'm sure you can find it somewhere online. Thriftbooks.com, guys. My favorite for used books. Super cheap, and they have like old discontinued stuff too sometimes. But it just had the little Bible story. And then this one didn't even really have questions. It had the story, but then it had the actual like Bible reference story at the end. And then this was an Abeka kindergarten. Probably bring this back out for science this year just to go through it, that I found at our used store. So, I mean, we were doing all the things. I made notes because it was just, it's ridiculous. Looking back on it, I think, why weren't we just playing and like learning our ABCs and our colors? I mean, we did these things, but we really went in. If we had gymnastics or music class in the morning, we would come home, we would nap, we would wake up from nap, and we would do school, because not a day went by that we skipped school, because I don't have a good reason for it. I really don't. But we live, we learn. We know better going forward. And I had a friend tell me that her 3rd year of homeschooling was the year she kind of felt like, okay, I've got this figured out. I've worked out the kinks. And for me, I feel so relaxed in knowing kindergarten's gonna be our 3rd year. We've done 3-year-old kindergarten, we're doing 4K now, and I feel like we've got a good steady rhythm and routine, and we know what we do like, we know what we don't like. I know what she likes to do and what she doesn't like to do. So I'm not gonna push things. So some things we tried that we didn't stick with. We tried the Charlotte Mason, which I think I very much am in that Charlotte Mason family with some other things sprinkled in. We tried the Laying Down the Rails for Children habit training. We've tried it twice now. And I don't know if it's me not trusting the process and trying to make it fun and make it my own kind of thing, or if it's just a little bit too soon for her. Like, I mean, I know you can character train any age, I guess, but I think some of the stories and some of the things in there, maybe like I said, maybe it's just me not trusting the process of it. We will try it again, probably in kindergarten, I don't know, and see, because I do like the habit training philosophy and the principles, and like get these good things going early, and hopefully they stick around. We tried a sample lesson of 5 in a row with the story of Ping, because I saw it and I was like, that is amazing. She didn't like it. Could have been the book, The Story of Ping. Could have been the fact that I was making her do I was allowing her, because I didn't push it, to do all these other things. And by the time we got to one more thing, she was just kind of like, okay, cool. Next. So we didn't stick with that. We did the Good and the Beautifuls pre-K curriculum all the way through. We started it when she was 3, and we only did 1 page a week to start with. On Friday, we would just do 1 page. And just did it slow, like super slow, super easy. And it is a great workbook for her. She loved it. So like I said, we only did 1 page. Then when we moved, and I was like, we just moved, we need to like really slow it down. We picked it back up, and we actually did a page a day. And that was good. That was enough for her to feel like, okay, we're still doing school. We still have some sort of routine. And then it was enough for me to be like, okay, I've got a baby who's starting to crawl. We've just moved. I need to like unpack, get all the things done, and just enjoy our house. So we did. We finished this out completely. Liked it. Would do this one again. Definitely would do this one again. We will not be going with the Good and the Beautiful for kindergarten, and we can get into all that later. Nothing against them. It's a completely my hang up or my thought process. I don't know. Again, I feel like if you guys haven't learned by now, I'm kind of a control freak, but shh, don't tell anybody. We did this. I loved this, and I'm going to save this for my little guy. It was a letter of the week curriculum that I actually bought and printed from a teachingmama.org. I'll see if I can find this and link it. I've tried to send it to a friend before, and I don't know, I had to find it in my emails or something to even find it. So I'll try to find it and link it. If you have somebody you're trying to teach the letters to, it was great. Some of the pages are like cut and paste pages, and they didn't make it through here, but there's still plenty for my little guy to do. So every day we would just do 1 or 2 of these kind of pages. The little activities all the way through the alphabet. And we would just keep on going. And 100% we'll do this again with my little guy. But I had to split it up into 2 books to get the whole alphabet. But it was great. I did like it. So I will try to find that to link. When I was getting ready for it, we had, I had a planner, obviously, but I kind of made my own planner and just put all these different things in. So like every unit we did, every month we changed things. I just wrote it all down. Like my ideas, what we were gonna do, and So like we just did, I don't know. Because I thought I was teaching the world or something, not my own very intelligent 3-year-old. It's, like I said, it's funny looking back now, but I just put way too much. If I could go back, we would have had our Good and the Beautiful and our Letter of the Week. And then we would have played games, we would have made messes. We did it to where then we had Math Monday, where we would do a numbers activity. We had I think like sensory or science Tuesday and Thursday, one of those. We had like arts and crafts or arts and poetry Wednesday. Friday was like fun Friday. We had our class or we had our nature outside. And it was the same every week. And my brain works well that way. And I think that's why I planned it this way, because I'm like, okay, if I can plan it, then I can just give it out. And she loved it. I mean, one of her favorite things she still talks about is when we were doing bugs. I boiled some spaghetti with green food coloring to make it look like grass. And she was like, can I eat this? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? That's one of her favorite things, guys. I could have just boiled some spaghetti. So, now, how it's going now. So remember, we moved. We slowed way back to do just the Good and the Beautiful. Finished it out, took a summer break, regrouped, and I was like, okay, here we go. We bought the Sunlight pre-K, I think it is. They have a preschool and a pre-K. I think we did the pre-K. I bought Matthew C. Primer, and I got the All About Reading Primer. And Handwriting Without Tears. It's the green one. My first school book, and it came with it didn't come with, we actually purchased extra it's got the lowercase letters, because those are all uppercase letters. It's got the lowercase letters, we got the chalk bits, we got the little slate boards, we got the mat and the letter wooden letter pieces, all the things, guys, because I don't know how to do things just minimally, apparently, until it doesn't work out. Bought all that, did that we started school in July, and let's see, up till like maybe November, Thanksgiving break-ish, I was like, okay, this is a stretch, because you have, in the Sunlight curriculum's awesome, their books are great, but you read like 4 or 5 pieces of a book every day, different books, you're jumping back and forth, which is fine, no big deal. But I just felt like once we sat down and we read these stories, by the time it was time to move on to the math or the handwriting, she was like, I'm done for the day. We've been reading. I'm over it now. So we kind of put all that aside. It works out though, because a lot of the books that were concluded in the Sunlight curriculum, I'm going to pull from and use for kindergarten. A lot of the ones we didn't even look at yet, we're going to use those for kindergarten. Same with the handwriting. If we don't finish this handwriting workbook, we'll just start kindergarten off with it. I'm just not that concerned about it anymore. I guess I've had an epiphany, and I'm like, less is more now. I would rather have her all in for these couple of things than just barely hanging on, listening with one ear for a whole multitude of things. So, how it's going now after Christmas break, great. I've backed off. She's been telling me she didn't like math. She doesn't like her math pages in Matthew C. I think it's a great curriculum. The mastery-based approach, I thought was fantastic. She doesn't like it. And I don't know if she was bored with it or she just doesn't like, it's a little boring. As far as the pages, there's no color, none of it. She likes the math blocks because she uses them for Legos. So we're not doing that. We switched math curriculums for now, and then in kindergarten we're going to pick back up with Horizons. But for now, what we're doing, I got this idea from, I knew I was going to blank out on it. I did. Hey, It's Autumn, here on YouTube. She used to be our Burt Nest, and she homeschools her girls. but she had this amazing idea to get these math start books and read them kind of like the 5 in a row principle. You read it 5 times in a row, like 5 days in a row, or however many days we're going to do it. Read the same one, and then in the back, which I printed them off because I don't know why I did that either. But each day it has different activities that you can do to kind of go with these concepts. So this is just enough carrots comparing amounts. And what I've done with this, I've got the books, I've got the sheets, they're all laid out. Every week I say, hey, what do you want? Which book do you want to do for math? She picks one, we do it. She loves being the boss of her school, and I like to be able to let her. For the All About Reading primer or preschool version, it comes with 2 of these, Lizard Lou. My little guy loves this. He loves to sit and listen to Lizard Lou. So it has Lizard Lou and the Zigzag Zebra. One's uppercase, one's lowercase. And we're kind of still doing a letter of the week, even though she knows it. It just coordinates with these. And these are just quick little 1-page poems for each letter. And I opened a Lizard Lou. It's his favorite. So that's it, guys. Like, we read, this came with our Sunlight curriculum, 101 Bible stories. I love this. It's 1 page, the story, 3 questions, sometimes 2, and then we're done. Done with that one, we close it up, we move on. We do the Lizard Lou or Zigzag Zebra because there's 3 of these, 1 of the zebra ones. That's it. It came with 3 or 4 different activity pages because I think they probably want you to only use this curriculum for preschool or only use, you know, probably most people don't just pile on and do it all. So we don't do the activity sheets. I'm going to save those for when he's bigger. We have read alouds that came with our Sunlight curriculum that we're doing now, this one at bedtime. 1 little story, do it at bedtime, done. Instead of sitting down and reading it all together. We do an Alpha Tales book every week because I got the whole set of Alpha Tales, which they're fun and she likes them. It's just a tiny little story. And then at the end it has the cheer, which I don't know if my girl's going to be a cheerleader because she loves this part. We do a little bit of handwriting. And then we do our monthly Let's Play School fundamentals. And then, so this month, January, it changes every month, but this month, January, it's, you've got the cover that comes with it, a My Day, which you can fill in your schedule, which I didn't put in here. A calendar that I just have her trace, oh, there's her information page. I just have her trace the number each day that we get to it. We still do all of our songs, and then, but we do these as far as the songs. You can find them on YouTube, love them. Days of the week, seasons, continents, planets, and then our months of the year. It's got a page where she could practice writing her name. Sorry, can't show you that. It's got a snowflake number page. It's got, so we do this, a letter sounds page, and I just break it up. So I'll say, okay, the ones with the hearts, tell me the letter sounds. Just stuff she knows, but I just kind of want to keep it fresh. And then we have, this is actually not included in the fundamentals. This was a list that came with one of our sight word games that we do sight words too. And some days she'll read the sight words. We have little snowballs up on our wall that came with this. No, it didn't come with this, sorry. Sight words did not come with the fundamentals. They just coordinate because Chelsea's amazing and she coordinates her things. So we'll read sight words either off the wall or out of the book, depending on how she wants to do it. And then we've got her handwriting. And then sometimes we'll do a journal page for handwriting if she doesn't want to do her green workbook. And it has been so nice to have it be so simple and just kind of easy peasy. Like I said, she knows her letters, she knows her letter sounds, she knows her numbers, like past 20. So from here until kindergarten, we're just gonna take it slow and easy, relaxed. Like even today, I was like, do you wanna do school? She said, no, I just wanna play. I said, okay, why not? She's 4. I should be just that, sure, play, I don't care. Okay, last thing I was going to tell you how it started to how it's going is my planning. I'm a planner. Like, I plan things. My husband jokes, probably not really joking, and says that I will make a list to probably make another list later. When we're going on vacation, months in advance, I start making a list of things I don't want to forget. And my husband will be packing the night before, and I'm frantic thinking I've forgotten things, even though I've had a list running for months. So, no surprise there. When we started this, I'm trying to find the beginning of my planner, I went through the Sunlight teacher's guide, because they send you a pre-planned teacher's guide. I went through the entire thing and picked out all of our activities that I wanted to do extra, the optional activities. And I also went through, and week to week, I would copy their plans into my planner. My thought process was, because if I reuse it for our little guy, I don't want it written in and be confused to like what I did for him, what I did for her. That's probably not even an issue, but at the time, I thought it was. So I would go in and I would write everything, like what it was in there and what I would do. And then if we had any extra stuff, I would write that in too. Well, if we did it, I would highlight it. If we didn't do it, I wouldn't highlight it. And the further we got into the things we didn't end up doing, things weren't getting highlighted, and I felt like we're not doing our stuff. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I guess the homeschool preschool police officers were going to show up at my door and ask, why didn't we do this? Not really, but that was a weird, irrational fear that I had. Still have, honestly. So I stopped doing that. I stopped writing it down, and I started doing the reverse planning. Whoever came up with this was a genius, and it has taken so much stress. So I'm going to fast forward to January in my planner and show you now. If we've done it, I write it down. That simple, guys. If we did it, I write it down. If we didn't do it, it doesn't even go in here. My planner never even knew it was on the hypothetical agenda. Guys, for someone who is planner-minded like me, like I need to write things down. I just do. I'll forget them, or it just makes me feel good to check that little box off or cross it out. You know what I'm saying? You planners know. So, but I was worried that I was not going to be able to do this, that I was going to feel like I wasn't accomplishing anything. I say I because I don't want to say she. She does what I ask her to do. But, I mean, this planner's full of things we've been doing that I didn't have planned in advance. The most planning I do, I put our books right in this cute little basket, and we pick them up when we come to the table in the morning. Whichever one we pick up first, well, first we always pick up Bible. She told me the other day, we can't start our day without God. Loved it. So we keep this sitting in the middle of our dining table 24/7. When we're ready to start school, we'd start with our Bible one, and then I'll let her pick. Sometimes we'll even let the little guy pick because he likes to pick Lizard Lou first. And that is our planning. If it's in the basket, we plan to do it. If we do it, fantastic. If we don't, she's 4. Guys, she's 4. I don't know why it took me this long to realize she's 4. I know I keep saying it, but in my brain, I guess I thought she needed to be ready for kindergarten at 3. When the truth is, kindergarten is to get you ready for the rest of the grades. So, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Just listening to my rant about how I royally messed up planning the first go round. So, preschool, how it started, fun for her, not so fun for me in the planning. How it's going, so relaxed for me, still fun for her. And it's all things she wants to do, so probably even more fun for her. So, guys, I am about to clean up all these supplies you cannot see scattered around, thankfully, because there's a ton. And I'm gonna go cook dinner. So, thanks for hanging out. Be sure to come back soon, because I don't know when, but we're gonna start curriculum planning. I've already ordered some, because I'm a planner and I can't wait. I've already ordered some curriculum. Once it gets here, I'm gonna start sorting, because I'm piecing it together this time. I did not buy a full box curriculum. So, based off of what we like, what we wanna learn, what she likes, what I wanna teach, we're gonna piece it together this year. See how that goes. So, thanks again for hanging out. Hope you guys have a blessed night. And if you're following along over on Instagram, I'll go back and get some of our how it started pictures, if I have any, and pop them over on Instagram later, so maybe you can see some of like our cute, because I have one if I can find it with her little backpack. So if you're on Instagram, we are Shanger_Y_schoolhouse. I'll link it below. I'll also try to find links for some of this stuff. If you see anything that you want me to link, or you want me to try to remember where we got it, or any of that, let me know, because it's a lot. Oh, guys, I found our ABC Bible verse cards that we were going to memorize. No, we didn't. So, have a good night, guys, and I will talk to you later.